Did you know that you might be killing your dreams just by talking about them? Seriously, think about it. Have you ever felt that sudden burst of excitement after coming up with a life-changing goal? You feel unstoppable, so you tell your friends, your family, or even post it on social media. And then, strangely, that fire just dies out. You never actually start the work. There's a fascinating brain trap here. Science shows that when you tell someone your big ambitions, your brain receives a hit of dopamine similar to the one you'd get from actually achieving the goal. Your subconscious tricks itself into thinking the work is already done. You get the reward before the effort, so you end up doing nothing. You become a talker instead of a doer. Your dreams die in your mouth before they ever reach your hands. But there is another side to this silence. Sometimes the detours we take in life aren't just about protecting our goals, they're about hiding from our deepest fears. If you feel like you're constantly stuck in your own head, taking the long way around your problems, or avoiding the very thing that could change your life because it's uncomfortable, you need to hear Leo's story. He spent years avoiding one tiny fear, only to realize that the detour he chose for safety was actually far more dangerous than the challenge itself. In our mid-20s and late 30s, fear changes. It's no longer about monsters under the bed. It's about the fear of failing in public and realizing we aren't who we thought we were. We carry these secret anxieties like heavy stones. But here is the truth. Running from fear never removes it. Fear is a shadow. If you run, it follows. It grows stronger in the silence of our detours. To truly become stronger, we must learn how to face challenges with a mindset that refuses to back down. Deep within a quiet stretch of the Blue Ridge Mountains, there stood a small cedar cabin. This was where Leo lived. At 27, Leo was brilliant and known for his gentle nature. Yet behind his easy smile, he carried a paralyzing hidden fear that dictated his entire existence. Every morning, Leo hiked to collect wild berries and fresh water. But there was one specific place he always avoided: a narrow wooden bridge that spanned a dark, rocky gorge. It was a shortcut that could save him over an hour of walking every day. But years ago, on a rainy afternoon, Leo had lost his footing there. He didn't fall, but the visceral pull of the void never left his nervous system. Since that day, Leo took a 3-mile detour every morning. He told himself he was doing it for the extra exercise. He lied to himself so often that he started believing it. But in reality, it was a ritual of cowardice. He was wasting his time just to stay safe. He didn't realize that his search for safety was becoming his prison. One humid afternoon, Leo found a patch of perfect blackberries near that gorge. He spent hours filling his basket, lost in the work. But as he stood up, he realized the sky had turned a bruised purple. He had lost track of time. The 3-mile detour would take way too long. Darkness would settle over the woods before he could reach home. In these mountains, when the sun goes down, the predators come out. He stood at the edge of that narrow bridge. His heart hammered, his legs felt like lead. The wind made the planks creak like a warning. He told himself, "I can't do it." He turned to take the long way, choosing exhaustion over terror. But fate had other plans. As soon as he stepped into the woods, the storm broke. Cold rain turned the trail into slick mud. Leo panicked. The fog became so thick he couldn't see 5 feet ahead. He was shivering and lost. He realized that in his attempt to avoid the bridge, he had led himself into a situation far more dangerous. Just as he was about to give up, a deep voice echoed, "Why are you running, Leo? You can't outrun the sky." From behind a massive oak, stepped an old man named Arthur. Arthur was a legend, a man who remained calm even when the world was in chaos. He didn't offer to carry Leo's basket, he just looked him in the eye. "You think you're avoiding that bridge to stay alive, but you're dying a little every time you take the long way. Fear is like fire. If you run, it burns your back. If you face it, you can use its heat to move forward." Arthur explained that positive thinking isn't about pretending the storm isn't there. It's about believing you have the capacity to walk through it. Just then, a rugged man named Silas appeared, looking shaken. He shouted that the gorge was flooding. Silas laughed, calling the bridge a death trap and saying even he wouldn't risk it. Hearing Silas, someone far more capable, Leo felt his fear double. It's hard to stay positive when experts are shouting about failure. But then, a young teenager named Toby came running towards the bridge. Without hesitating, Toby zipped across the planks. He stopped on the other side and yelled back, "It's only scary if you stand still. If you keep moving, the bridge can't catch you." Those words were the catalyst. Leo realized that the safety of standing still was what made the bridge terrifying. Leo stepped forward. He placed one foot onto the wet wood. His heart was racing, but he didn't look down. Slowly, he took another step. The wind tried to push him off balance. Halfway across, the bridge swayed violently. He wanted to scream, but he focused entirely on the very next step, ignoring the depth below. The bridge groaned, but it held. With one final push, Leo reached the other side and dropped to the ground, gasping. For the first time in years, he felt truly alive. As if on cue, the storm began to break. Silver moonlight lit up the valley. Leo stood up, and the weight he had carried for years was gone. The bridge hadn't changed. He was the one who had grown stronger through struggle. Arthur caught up later, crossing with ease. He smiled. "You see? Fear always sounds louder than reality. On the other side, your imagination was building a monster. Once you were on the bridge, you were too busy walking to be afraid." By daybreak, Leo looked back at the bridge with gratitude. From that day on, he crossed it every morning, reminding himself that fear fades only when faced with courage. Friends, this story isn't just about a bridge, it's about your life, the business you haven't started, or the conversation you're avoiding. We must learn to stay positive, because escape never brings a solution. Takeaway 1. Dodging your fears only makes them more intimidating. Takeaway 2. True bravery is simply taking that first step. Momentum is the greatest cure for anxiety. Takeaway 3. Your internal strength is your greatest asset. When you're in the middle of the storm, all you have is your resolve. Stop talking about your dreams and start walking towards them. Keep them in your heart until your feet have crossed the bridge. Hit the like button if you found value in this and share your thoughts. What is the bridge you've been avoiding? And hey, since Toby said it's only scary if you stand still, give the like button a tap. It takes less effort than crossing a gorge, I promise. Think of subscribing as your own cozy cedar cabin on this channel. It's inspiring, and I promise Arthur won't make you carry heavy baskets through the mud. See you on the other side.